Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So today we have a very special guest who is not really a stranger to being on this channel anymore, so I will let him introduce himself.
Hey, how's it going everyone? CC Media here, and I'm very excited to join ZakPak for today's video.
And today, we are going to be talking about our most nostalgic games from our childhoods. This is a topic that holds very close to me. I love talking about games that people grew up with, just simply because of the nostalgia factor of having those games you grew up with being the main staples of your childhood. So, without any further ado guys, let's get started with today's video. Alright, so I'm going to be very polite and let CC Media go first. So, Chris, share your first game.
So the first game I want to talk about is Carnival games for the Nintendo Wii. You know those games that are so nostalgic that even the smallest things like sound effects or menu icons bring back so many memories? For me, a shining example of this is Carnival games. I remember playing this game non-stop when I was in elementary school. It always felt so satisfying to dunk the dude in the tank or land a perfect shot in ring toss. While it might not hold up too well today, even considering the 2018 Switch re-release, Carnival games still fills me with nostalgia every time I play it.
I never played Carnival games actually. Maybe I'll get it on the Switch and get those nostalgic feelings you got. My first game, as all of you know, has got to be SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. This is the first video game that I ever played, and has left a real mark on me. Most people grew up and appreciated 3D platformers like Super Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, but I grew up with Battle for Bikini Bottom. This game has so many amazing features, like some great level design, and also some really catchy music that to me is just still so memorable and nostalgic to this day, and I'm kind of happy they're kind of keeping it the same in the rehydrated version. This is also a very faithful game to the original SpongeBob cartoon, with lots of references and Easter eggs that connect directly to the show. So yeah, Battle for Bikini Bottom is just such a memorable game to me, and I'll never forget it, and like I said, I'm glad it's getting a remake. So, Chris, what is your second game?
The second game for me is Super Paper Mario. I have so many childhood memories with this game. From exploring Flipside to jumping between dimensions, or even traversing the spooky halls of Merle's mansion. There's just something about that game that really captured my attention from a young age. And I understand the complaints that people have toward this game, especially with how it compares to other Paper Mario titles, but the unique story, memorable characters, and thematic risks this game took were enough to create such a defining childhood experience for me, and frankly, one that's hard to find in Mario games today.
Oh, you like Super Paper Mario. I like it as well, so I mean, hey, it's a good game. My second game will be Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. This is another one of the first games that I've ever played. This game is, funny enough, a Luigi's Mansion clone that I played before I played Luigi's Mansion. Except, it isn't just a copy and paste of Luigi's Mansion. Sure, you capture ghosts like you do in Luigi's Mansion, but it's got a nice Scooby-Doo coat of paint on it. The levels, or episodes, that you play are extremely unique, ranging from a library to a movie set to even a Wild Western theme. There's just a lot of great variety in the themes and levels and episodes that you play throughout this game, and all the episodes connect to make a really good story. There's a big emphasis on exploration and puzzle solving, making this game an absolute blast to play. Like SpongeBob, this game is also very faithful to its original source material, even including a laugh track.
Don't you guys ever think of anything else?
Sure, like sometimes we think of breakfast. Or lunch.
Yeah, lunch.
I mean, come on, how could you not laugh at that? Or at least giggle. Alright, CC Media, what is your third game?
The third and final game I would like to share today is Ratatouille for the Nintendo Wii. Out of everything I've talked about, this is by far the biggest guilty pleasure. The game is essentially an open-world 3D platformer where you play through the events of the movie, albeit with some slight story changes. You know how these movie games are. It's sort of like Chibi Robo in the sense that you play as a small character exploring enlarged human environments. But honestly, I just love Ratatouille for the Wii, and from such an exciting era of movie games, Ratatouille will always be the one that I grew up playing.
Hey, we all have our movie games that we appreciate and love. But this next one, for me, actually isn't a movie game. It is WarioWare Mega Micro Games for the Nintendo GameCube. WarioWare is one of those weird games that tugs at my heartstrings in a weird way. The game is wacky, with these 5-second long mini-games where the games just give you one-word prompts, and from there, you have to figure out what you're supposed to do. It sounds very basic, but the game has many odd quirks, like an almost gross sense of humor. What really sold this game to me as a kid were the very fun multiplayer options. There were so many different mini games that you could play with your friends. Like there was one where you had to take the doctor's orders. The doctor would give you a strange prompt and you had to actually follow the prompt in real life while playing one of the micro games. And then there's another game mode where you all get turtles, and for each micro game you lose, an additional turtle adds to your stack. And then there's this time where you have to balance, and if you fall, you lose the game. So the game may sound strange, but if you have a group of friends and you're all gathered around, sat in front of a TV, and you're just playing these games for fun, it's an absolute blast to play. So those are just a few of the games that defined our childhoods. Both me and Chris grew up with different generations, him growing up with the Wii and me growing up with the GameCube, but we had very similar childhoods to where we liked the quirky multiplayer games, like I liked WarioWare and he liked Carnival games, and the movie game platformers, like he liked Ratatouille and I liked SpongeBob. There's just those commonalities between us even though we're two different ages. So again, thank you Chris for joining me for today's video.
Thank you so much for having me, Zach. If you guys want to check out my channel, it's called CC Media. I do all sorts of unique and fun Nintendo related content, and yeah, this was really fun. So thanks again, and I will see you guys later.
Yeah, definitely make sure to check out Chris's channel. I'll leave a link in the description down below, all that jazz, and if I forget, his channel is in the check these channels out section of the channel. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff down below. Make sure to hit the little notification bell so that you're notified of when I upload. And also check out the merch store. It's the merch store. Don't know what else to say about that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.